Namaste. Hi guys. Hi. How are you? Uh, today's topic is really going to interest you all probably. Today's topic is just about talking about surfing on the internet. I have put up my chakra videos on the net, on my YouTube, and grounding of the Muladhara chakra, the aura shielding. Lots of videos are there, which a lot of people ask me, ma'am, if we start listening to you from the chakra videos and do the aura shielding and all, will it help? Of course, it will help. It will help. But my point here is, everything cannot be learnt through the internet. You can take internet as a guide, but you can't learn a lot of things through internet. It's not possible. So what happens is, when you try to learn from the internet, you read about it, you read this, you read that, you read this one thing, you read that one thing. So it's a big whole khichdi. It's a mixture of too many things, and you can't follow what the hell to do. Because one person on the video will say something, the other person will say something exactly the opposite. So you are confused as to what is one supposed to follow. So each and everything cannot be learned from the internet. Even cooking, for that matter, you go for a physical cooking class and you learn on the internet, it's a world's difference. So it's a great guide. It's a very good informative platform. You can get the basic, okay, what does this mean or what does that mean? You can get a knowledge of whatever it is. But when it comes to learning certain things, you need a guide. You need a guru. Guru bin gyan nahi milta hai, ya sahi nahi milta. You need someone to tell you whether you're doing it right or wrong. People are doing the Chakra Dhyana, following my videos. I am not aware, I don't know if they're really doing it correctly or no. Because when I'm teaching this online, when I do it online, when I have my meditation classes, you'll all know that I'm doing this Meditate With Me. These are 90 sessions, 90 lessons of half an hour each on one-to-one, which I'm doing, which is there, going on this particular module is going on at the moment. So when I come to the chakra section and I tell them how to do it exactly, so many of them have told me, ma'am, we were doing it on our own, listening to your videos, but what you're saying and how you're guiding us is so completely different. I said, obviously, because here I'm watching you one-to-one as to how you are doing it. You need someone to constantly guide you as far as these things are concerned. You can't learn everything from the internet. You can get information. You can vary, you can tally, you can weigh, you can deciphering. All that is fine. But you can't say, okay, I will go on the internet and check all these things and follow the internet and do. It doesn't work that way. Or it will not help you. You will do it, but you don't know whether you're right or whether you're wrong. So, I have nothing against the internet. I myself do surf on the internet when I need to know certain things. When I've heard of a new subject or new topic, I go through it. But I don't totally depend on it. Never ever. If there is some phone number or if there's an email, I will always get in touch with that email or call up that person and get proper info on that particular subject. I don't like to depend on the internet so much. My point here is that internet is a very big support. Please don't get me wrong. You do need that support, but remember, it is a support. It is not the entire thing at all. So use that as a support, not as the main thing, because you will learn things in a wrong way. You will interpret them in a wrong way. You will perceive it in a wrong way. Not always, but you may not. Most often you don't perceive what is being told to you exactly, to perceive it according to what your thoughts and ideas are, not exactly what it should be. So today, net is like at the tip of your fingers. Anything happens, go surf the net and check, surf the net and check, every time it is not correct. And sometimes you need to follow certain pattern of learning. Now, for example, today's children, when the children are born, when my children were growing up, my mother told me to do XYZ things, like आजकल काजल नहीं लगाते हैं बच्चों को, When my children were growing up, they did wear kajal. Today, no. Today, even powder is not applied to children because then they breathe that powder and it affects their lungs, and all these kind of things are there. So, this is the new age learning. But till my children, which is not too long ago, we followed that old pattern, our old ways, which my grandmother, my mother, and all of them did. And touch wood, my children are fine. So today's girls, when you tell them, okay, why don't you do this? Or kabhi khasi hoti hai, sardi hoti hai. My mother used to give haldi and shahad, honey, to the child. So this is how we were brought up on. Today's girls will say, no, this is all rubbish. My doctor said not to give haldi and honey to the child if he's coughing, but that works magically. So immediately they'll go on the internet and find out what is to be done. Internet gives you some other information, doctors tell you something else, your mother or your grandmother is telling you something else. So all this information which is there on the net is not always right. Because things what we did were tried and tested. Today's internet says something completely different, which I myself cannot somehow relate to all the things what the internet says. So, I am not of the opinion personally, especially when it comes to spirituality or some such heavy topics or some such deep topics and some deep learning, you cannot learn from the internet. There are lots of people who are doing it. There are lots of people who are doing it. And I am not responsible if they're doing the Chakradhyana, listening to my Chakradhyana video. I'm not responsible if nothing happens to them. Matlab, there is no good or bad, whatever is happening to them. Bad will never happen because you can't go wrong with the Chakradhyana video. But results, if they're looking for results, if results don't happen, then I'm not responsible for it. Or one has to not be responsible. You can't hold any person who's speaking on the video. You can't hold that person responsible कि ये आपने बोला था और ये नहीं हुआ. So net, guys, you got to remember, net is just a support system. It is not the all and end all. Use it as a support. Let it be like a support to get a little bit of knowledge here and there, to understand what it is. I tell so many of my students, yes, check this on the net, see what you're feeling, see what you're getting. Yes, but final touch, the final understanding of a particular subject can only happen through someone who's done it, been there, done that. Someone who's experienced it, someone who can tell you, no, this is not the way to do it and this is the way to do it. You need a guide all the time in life. You do need a guide. So, it's all good to be on the net all the time. There is lots there on the net to study also. But keep this in mind too. Okay? Okay guys, thank you so much. And if you need my help for anything, do get in touch with me on my website www.smitajayakar.com. Okay, thank you so much. Namaste.